Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on my channel. So it's been a while since I've posted a video and we actually went away on vacation. I filmed a couple videos for you guys only to find out that one, I wasn't really pleased with the quality of the video, and two, one wasn't being read by my computer for some reason, so I wasn't even able to edit that one for you guys. And for the record, that video is the what's in my Makeup Geek palette eyeshadow review slash what's in my my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette. It's not really a review, to be honest. It's just showing you guys the colors that I have and just kind of sharing my thoughts on it. For some reason, was being read, and I was really upset because I wanted those videos to be something that will kind of fill the gap between me being gone and me coming back. But just before we left on vacation, I did pick up, or I should say I did get the Ambient Light and Blush palette in the mail. So I just felt like, you know, doing a review first before I even move on to other things, because if you guys are anything like me, I kind of want to see what other people's review on something before I purchase it. And a lot of you guys are probably wanting to know what my review is or what I think of this palette, so I definitely wanted to share it first before it comes out. Now this, I'm not sure if it's released yet on the Sephora website to everyone, and I know a lot of people have been upset by that, and I can definitely understand that. However, if you just keep your eyes peeled, if you do click on that button that says notify me when it comes in, to be honest, you will have a few days to purchase this palette before it actually sells out. But believe me, this palette will definitely sell out, especially you know, if you can judge by the way this one, which is the Ambient Lighted palette, sells out or sold out last year, then you would know why this one is such a hot ticket item for Sephora. So yeah, this is what the palette looks like. It has 3 blushes in it. It's the same exact size as the Ambient Lighting powder palette, and it's the exact price as well. The packaging is pretty much the exact same. This one is more of a deeper bronzy finish. This one is more of a, you know, golden finish to it. So if you look at both of them in real life, then you'll be able to see the finish difference. But yeah, that's not important. What is important is what's on the inside of this palette, because that's pretty much most of what you guys are paying for. The great thing about these blushes is that each of these blushes is about 20% in size difference from their full size blushes, which is good news. You're almost getting full-size blushes, 3 of them, including a limited edition shade, for the price of less than 2 blushes, which is I mean, honestly, an amazing steal. I was actually really surprised when they made this palette the same exact size as the Ambient Lighting powder palette, because these are about a half size of the full-size Ambient Lighting powder. Cost more, obviously, but I was really pleased when I received the palette and realized that they're not that much difference size-wise from the actual full-size blushes. So let me just go through the color for you guys. So there's 3 colors, 2 existing, 1 limited edition to this palette. This one is called Mood Exposure. It's sort of like the brownie mauvey shade that has the a light beigey veining of the Ambient Lighted powder through it. This one is called Incandescent Electra. It's sort of like a peachy shade with the light golden veining of the Ambient Lighting powder through it. And this one is Luminous Flush, and this one is a pinky shade with a golden what's that tone, champagne veining going through it. So this one is going to offer the most diversity for different skin tones, because it is the most pigmented in terms of color payoff. So I'll swatch that right away for you guys, because I definitely want you guys to see what I'm talking about with these colors. So this one is Luminous Flush, and as you could see, it gives you a really nice, subtle yet pigmented color, and this is just with a couple swipes of the product, so you're definitely going to get a lot of color payoff, and this is going to be good for deeper than my skin tone as well as much fairer. And the veining of the golden shade in it too is also going to be a background that is going to work really nice for other skin tone. This second one, which is the limited edition shade, is the color that honestly I was most excited about, but it actually was disappointing in the amount of color payoff that I got from it. So this is what it looks like, and as you guys could see, it's much lighter than the Luminous Flush, and this is a color that if you're much darker than I am, you will need to use as a highlighter or even as a topper for another blush. Maybe a matte blush with this as a topper will be really nice. Yeah, so it does have that really nice luminous feel to it that if you do tend to pack it onto the cheek to build up color, you're probably going to end up looking too luminous, whether you're drier or even oilier. So that is something that you need to be more careful with these blushes, because if you're building it, you are also going to be building luminosity as well, and you may come off looking too highlighted or luminous or shiny. The other shade that I want to show you guys, which is one that I was really excited about, this is a color I also think will be diverse for many skin tones. If you're much fairer, you can definitely use this color as a blush. It will show up on your skin as that mauvey brownie shade that doesn't give you a lot of color per se, but it is going to even build up on a contour, or maybe a color that you can use if you don't want to have a pronounced blush look on your cheeks. If you're much darker, say myself, and even deeper, you may have to use this as a highlighter because it doesn't show up too much as a blush on our deeper skin tone, which is even good. I would personally use that shade as, say, if I am doing a look which is maybe bold on the eyes and bold on the lips, or vice versa, and I don't want to use, say, a blush, I can definitely go in with contour and then use this as a highlighter. It is going to give me sort of like a hint of color. You are going to see something there, but color is really a strong word to describe this because it's such a neutral shade. It is not as frosty highlighted as, say, this Incandescent Electra, which is good news. You can also top this off with a nice highlighter as well, and it's really gonna, you know, bring out that luminous look to it. So this is what they look like. And just to round out, apart from the value that you're getting with these blushes, as I said, the full-size blushes are 0.15 ounce. These individual ones in here are 0.116. So as I said, just maybe about 20% less you're getting in these palette, but you're paying a little less than 1.5 combined for the individuals for these palette in terms of dollars. The next thing is that you're getting a limited edition shade, so you are definitely going to have a palette that is going to offer something unique from their other lineup of blushes, which is good news for those that already have these blushes, and even better news for those people that don't have any of these blushes at all, because you're getting it in a palette form for a more economical price. Once again, the color payoff is not the best, but these blushes I don't think was meant to give you that super, you know, bright bronze, I should say super pigmented blush. What they do offer is a hint of color with a background of luminosity that is really going to be amazing come the winter, colder months, when we're all looking for that dewiness in our skin that is going to give us that healthy look. So if you're much fairer, yes, this blush palette is definitely going to give you the blush look in terms of color. But if you are on the darker skin tone, you will have to play with these colors in order to give you sort of that luminous look, but may not offer you as much color payoff. But definitely a must-have for even the makeup enthusiasts. Yes, this is a must-have. It will sell out once it's available on the Sephora website as well as in stores. But if you're even just someone that is looking for that blush palette that is going to take you through the colder months, this is definitely a great buy. And the Hourglass brand, the quality of their product, even the packaging is, you know, gives their products such value. I'm very happy in the fact that they did not say in the ambient light and powder palette that this one still has not been released as an individual powder. So you are getting a lot of value when you purchase the limited edition palettes, because you are guaranteed that this is going to be a color that is going to stay in this palette as a limited edition shade. I hope this video, this tutorial, this review was helpful for you guys. And if you guys want to see more reviews, let me know. There is another palette that I may review for you guys based on what you guys say. It is one from the Tarte, what is it called? Amazonian Clay Blushes in Sweet Dreams. And if you guys want to see a review on that one as well, let me know. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.